So for this solve, I see the cross piece there, 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 and there, and I also see this pair. Well, it's not solved, but the corner and edge pair are there, and they'll be around after I solve the cross. So D2, FR. The reason I did it like that is just to make sure that these two were in the top layer and I could just immediately go to them, because something else might not have. Anyway, I'd solve those two first, and keeping an eye on these two also. Then I'd solve these two. As I did that, I saw that this edge comes around here, and so that corner's there, so that'll set me up for the next one. And also see these two. So in solving this pair I do that. Now I see that if I do a U2 and insert like that, it can orient all the corners, and they're permuted as well, and we've got a solved edge, so it's just really easy 3-cycle. That's it.
So the first thing I'll see are my 4 cross pieces. This one is already solved, and I can easily solve these two with doing D2FR, which remains me with only 1 cross piece left that is not solved yet. I also see this pair over here, and I can already see it will be in the U layer after I solve my cross. So that will pretty likely be my first pair I would solve after I solve my cross, which I will do now. So this pair over here, which I already saw in inspection, I would solve first. Then I see this pair, which I would solve now, and I already see my third pair, which is the yellow-orange one. So after I solve my second pair, I can instantly go through to my third pair. Now I only have 1 pair left, the yellow-red one, which I would first pair up, and for this case I know a trick to skip the OLL. And now I'm a bit lucky, because I got a POL skip, so only a U prime and my cube is solved.
Right guys, so for the scramble, I would do, well I make a green block, so this pairs up with that centre over here, around the back. Notice how I've already gripped it in the right place. I don't need to rotate. This pair, I just do that quite obviously. I see this pair and that, so I'm going to insert that edge while I pair these two up. And that means I can insert this pair, and at the back I notice I've got 2 gen pairs, so I cancel it. Like that. What do we have here? Well, I can influence edge orientation and give myself a 4-flip. I know that I've got this, so therefore I start the 4-flip algorithm. Now I've got these two to pair up on the bottom, insert them on top, and I see that's red, and this is red over here, therefore I know it's this case. I've got a strange recognition method, but yeah.
Okay, so I do the cross on bottom. This one is already on the right face, so you just need to do a D2 to put it in place. These two are also pretty easy, obviously. So I think I would hold it this way, and I would do the cross like this. And just put in the last one. Okay, so the first pair you can do without the rotation. Just these two. Then I would solve this pair, just Y rotation. And last two are 2 gen. Can do this first. And insert. And then last one. And I don't think I would insert it the normal way. I would probably do edge control. It's a bit of a bad case, but that's alright. OL, I might do COL. It's also not a very nice case. And now it's going to be an H perm. I can cancel into that.
Hi guys, Breandan here. So when I'm thinking about my cross, I don't want it to be too complicated, so that way I can look ahead into my first pair while I'm solving it. So this cross here, I would probably do something like this for the first 3 pieces, and the last piece here. and this is nice, so I'll just go with that. Then as I was doing that, I noticed this pair was formed, so I'll just go ahead and do that one. And I also see this next one, and then do this one. This case here, I know some kind of edge control thing that I would do here, so I would just go like, I don't know if that's any good, but I do that anyway, and soon and F firm.
Okay, I do blue cross, by the way, so that's why I did this orientation. Okay, so for starters, right away in inspection, I see that I'm probably going to solve the cross with F, D prime, R prime, and etc. And what I notice right now is this edge over here, it's not going to move. So I'm looking for the corner, it's here. It's going to end up right here. So now we start this like that, rotating. Okay, it didn't end up exactly where I thought it was going to be, but I knew it would be in the top layer, so it's over there. The first thing I see is this pair is a better one to solve from this angle, so I would go ahead and do that, then move into the next one over here, but I noticed that these ended up in a better position than these over here. So I'm going to do this and break these up, and from here I see this little trick, which is nice, because I can solve this without rotating. I think these are going to end up in a pretty good spot. So if I do this, F prime, L prime, U2, L, F, oh, these ended up perfect, right across from each other. And in this position, I like doing it. Instead of U2, R prime, U prime, R, I would probably do L prime, and then R prime, U, R, U prime, and drop it with an L. And I know this OLLCP case, which is just the normal algorithm for this. And that leaves me with a U perm. Done.
So, first of all, I can see a pretty long X cross, but I think it's worth doing. So it goes like this. Now this edge goes here. And the last edge. Now I see this pair. Another one is set up. Now I put the last slot with edge control. And now I'm left with SBL.
Okay, so the first thing I notice when looking at this, I see my red cross piece, orange cross piece, blue cross piece, and green cross piece. First I'm going to position the red one over here, move the green one up top, place the orange and blue, move the green over here, and then finish the cross. Next I see this orange and green pair, so I'll do that. Next I see this blue and red one, do that. Then I notice this pair here, the green and red, and the blue and orange, then OLL, and T-perm, which is the reverse T-perm, the T-perm plus U2, sorry, to solve it.
Alright, so I'm going to solve the cross on the white. I have this one that I'll just go around and spin back to there. This one and that one, just like that. Insert this one last. Now I see this pair, so. And then the next thing I see is this one and this one. And then I have either this one or these two, so I probably go for these two. And now this one, the last ones. And COLL and EPLL.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this for an orange and red cross. So I'm just gonna choose orange for this. Okay, so alright, what I see is I would first move this over, then down, then this, then put this in, and I'm also gonna see this too. So this over, this in, that, and now as I put this in, I'm going to be watching these two pieces as my first pair. And then instead of just going like that, then I can see that to do this next pair, I'd have to set up like that, so I'll cancel it a little and then insert it. And then next is this. So to solve this, I would use keyhole. So I'd slice over, put this in, and now as I slice back, I can see this, which is just easy alg, and then these two you kind of hide and then solve. So then I have this OLL and a G perm, so I'd set up like this.
I'll be doing white cross as I normally do, and during inspection I see that D2FR will solve all of the white cross pieces except white green, and it will also set up that green red F2L pair. So I cancel into that F2L pair, put in the last cross piece, and place in the red green F2L pair that I made. Now I see red blue, and I put it in, and now while I'm putting it in I see orange blue, sledgehammer, and it'll be in the back right to pair. Now orange green pair in the front right for the last F2L pair, OLL, and a clockwise U-perm for PLL. Thanks again everyone for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.
Hey everyone, this is Phil, and in this video I will show you how to solve the scramble using the ZZ method, or at least how I solve the scramble. So I'm going to scramble blue front and yellow top so that I can do my EO line at the bottom. And I already noticed there are 8 wrong edges with blue, and I consider that a little too much. So I'm going to switch to red and see what we have. And fortunately for us, there are only 4 wrong edges, these two and these two, and I can actually form an EO cross. So what I'm going to do is solve these in here, solve these 2 pieces, and solve this and pair it up in the back, and I have this pair here. And in the process, I'm tracking this pair, so I can do that. And then I know this pair will be positioned over here, so I can directly go into that. And then I know from here that this piece I need to hide, bring this piece over, and pair it. And this is a T case, and these two match, so it's this one, and this is a U-perm EPLL.